my channel. This is Max Reacts. I'm watching a video about Talk with Naya that says Nicki Minaj and Saweetie collab. Fans are pissed that Cardi B gets backlash, but SZA doesn't over album. Let's see what she has to say.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk with Naya. So let's start off with Lori Harvey, because Lori Harvey makes men sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, when they date her, okay? And there's a $1 million penalty if they say anything that they were talking about or whatever, if she's choosing to date you. So, Lori, why you got people signing NDAs?
Right, what does she do? Somebody, y'all hit me, because I see her in a lot of craziness with people that she's dating. What does she do? That's what I really want to know, just in general. Because the stocks could be that high and I just don't know. But what does she do? Who is she? I know she's, Steve Harvey's kid, but like, does she do something substantial for these things to be real? Or is this just, you know what? I look good, you gonna date me, you gonna pay. If that's the case, hey, more power to it, because so many have done it. But what does she do? Who is she?
I guess she wants to protect, whatever is said. So what do you guys think about that? Now let's move on. So people are saying that SZA putting her song Good Days on her album SOS isn't fair due to fans not saying anything negative about it, and they're basically comparing it to Cardi B putting WAP on her next album when she decides to drop it. So people are saying Cardi B's gonna put WAP on her next album. There was a riot. People were saying, why would she do that? She's just doing it to help her numbers. That song is mad old. But nobody's saying anything about SZA putting Good Days on her SOS album. So people feel like it's not really that fair. So what do y'all think about that? Now,
I will say that that's not, I get where the thought process is coming from. On both sides of it, it's not fair. Like, if you gonna hold one to a standard, you shouldn't hold the other one to a standard. Like, realistically, we don't know if these sessions were done for this album or they were not done for this album. I think I can kind of see why people look at Cardi and say, why would she put these songs on the album? Primarily because they just felt like hits, like she was just putting something out to put something out. It wouldn't necessarily be something that fits on an album, but we don't know what her album sounds like to say that WAP and Up and some of her bigger songs that have just been standalone singles don't fit. In this instance, we know it says it's gonna fit into probably some real interesting sequencing that makes the album listenable from top to bottom. So I get it from one side, but then I also understand that, like, you're gonna hold one to a standard, hold the other one to a standard as well, but like, stop telling artists what to do if you're not a musician. Like, if you're not in the music industry, shut the fuck up.
talking about SZA actually did an interview on Hot 97 and says that she's glad that making this album is over with, all the little fine details. She's just glad that it's over. And part of her doesn't want the album to come out due to pressure and possible judgment, okay? Wow. So you could tell that she's nervous about what people are gonna have to say. She also addressed the situation with Doja Cat when Doja Cat was teased that she was going to be on a song called Shirt. And she said this was during the time that Doja Cat, had that surgery. I believe she had got her tonsils taken out or something like that. And there was confusion between both SZA's management and Doja's management teams in regards to the song. And, she hopes to get her on the deluxe album, okay? So we may get Doja Cat on the deluxe. But it was cool that she cleared up that whole thing, because we did think that Doja Cat was going to be on Shirt. But SZA's album hasn't even dropped yet, and it is already doing good. So I think SZA, you have a strong fan base. I think people are going to just love the fact that you're giving them music. I mean, people are putting out there, like, who else can go 5 years without putting out an album and still have this much hype about dropping an album 5 years later? And y'all know how much I love SZA, so I'm definitely listening. And I don't care. I'm going to like every song. I don't even care. So, but that's just me. So we shall see when SZA's album drops on Friday.
Absolutely. Now, somebody else in another video said she sings in wingdings. And I was like, this is true. But hell, we be feeling them wingdings every time we listen to a song.
Tory Lanez, let's talk about him. He's going to have Kylie Jenner and Corey Gamble as witnesses for the court case with Megan Thee Stallion, because they were present at Kylie's pool party. That is interesting. I would be shocked to see if both of them came to court as a witness, though. I don't know if that's really going to happen, but Tory Lanez is facing another hurdle in this case, the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case, and prosecutors are hitting him with a third charge, okay, just as his trial is about to begin. So court records are showing the new charge against Tory is felony negligent discharge of a firearm, which comes on top of his previous 2 charges of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and carrying a loaded and unregistered firearm. Wow. So Tory Lanez is not looking too good for you, bro. But we will see how this court case plays out. Now, I don't know why this popped up, but Rita Ora is taking the time out to shut down some rumors about her being Becky with the good hair from Beyonce's hit song, Sorry, in 2016. So she admitted that it was a coincidence that she was spotted in a picture with lemons on her bra and a J around her neck after the song was released. And she claimed that it was an R around her neck and not a J, and that the bra had nothing to do with it, and that it was her own design with an underwear company. Now, why is she taking the time out to talk about this now? Like, we don't care now.
Because people continue to drag people for things. People always say, well, why are you addressing it so many years later? Because how many years has she probably had to look at her comments or her mentions in shambles because somebody had a theory or some idea that this was her, or maybe they speculated and then somebody reported it to be true, or maybe they put pieces of evidence together to try and make it look one way. People get tired of that shit. Years upon years of somebody dragging you for allegedly doing something or being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Nobody wants to put up with that shit.
Already have an idea of who Becky with the good hair is, and people ruled you out. Okay, so let's move on.
Oh, if they ruled you out? No, if they ruled her out and she wouldn't be in the tag, then yeah, you should have left that alone, sis.
About Young Miami. So Young Miami is in her acting bag, okay? She's going to be on Grownish season 5. Ooh. Y'all know she's going to be on BMF and Stars, which is coming out in January. And then she's going to be on You People with Nia Long, Eddie Murphy, Lauren London, and Jonah Hill on Netflix. So Young Miami is in her acting bag. And let me ask you this question again, you guys, because if you're subscribed, you've been watching, we talked about this. Do you think the City Girls are done? Okay?
I don't think the City Girls are done, but what I will say is, like a fan of both of them, I want to see JT do more outside of the group as well. I know she's like shy, maybe she just doesn't want to, but it'd be good to see her, I don't want to say flourishing because y'all have run that word into the ground. I would love to see her explore other things as well. But I do want another City Girls album because I really do like the City Girls. My guilty obsession is definitely the City on Lock album, but yeah.
Now, we recently talked about Young Miami putting on Twitter how she missed the City Girls, and apparently JT texted her saying she missed the City Girls. And, Young Miami kind of hinted that there may be the album coming next year. But a lot of people are talking about their chemistry is different together and stuff like that. And we talked about it. We did a whole segment on it. Do you think the City Girls are over? Do you think Young Miami is going to go into acting, try to keep her TV, her hosting show, whatever she has, Carisha Please, going, and get any other opportunities? I think she's segueing herself out of rap. So, We'll see. We'll see. Maybe JT will go solo, but I don't know. That kind of totally doesn't agree with what they said when she was interviewing JT on Carisha Please, how they will always do it together. So I don't know. Now let's move on to Saweetie. So Saweetie releases more of her song where she's sampling Aqua's song called Barbie Girl. And fans are saying that Nicki Minaj needs to hop on this song because she would kill it. Now, do you think Nicki's gonna hop on this song with Saweetie? I don't think so. But if she was to, yes, she would kill this song. Mm-hmm. So, do you think that Nicki should hop on Saweetie's song? Let me know. Now, let's move on to Offset.
For that, I don't know. I feel like I don't know why people just throw Nicki out there every time something comes out and they hear her. It's like, oh, it could be great for Nicki. And it's like, y'all will do that and then it'll come out, y'all won't support it. And then all of a sudden, the two people start beefing and y'all got sides and people got to choose sides. And it's like, you know what? Just let it go. Let it go. Yeah, truthfully, yeah, it would be hot, but would the fans allow it to stay hot and not cause problems would be my question in that one. But yeah, I think it'd be a hot, record to hear for the two of them. It'd be dope.
Amigo, so Offset asks people to only post positivity when it comes to Takeoff. Offset and Quavo are grieving the passing of Takeoff in different ways, which is totally normal. Everybody's different. Quavo has pretty much remained quiet as far as social media goes, and Offset is kind of more open about it on social media. and posting his song, posting his verses and his pictures and stuff like that. So there's a possible chance that Offset is saying this because he's seeing the rumors that are out there in regards to Takeoff's parents battling over Takeoff's money. Okay, because it said that, you know, when Takeoff passed, he didn't have a will. So I think he's trying to respond to that. And on top of that, all these conspiracy theories. You know, this video's out there every day. I see people talking about this whole shooting and trying to still figure it out and everything like that. So I think it's just a lot for Offset and the family to see and take in when they're really trying to grieve over losing someone that they cared about and loved about so much. But that is all I have for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Yep, that was a good one. Super good one. I'm trying to transition the foray back into watching this kind of content because I'm learning the older I get to forget what y'all have to say in the comments about craziness. Y'all gonna have y'all's opinions. I'm gonna have mine. We can keep it respectful, or if you want to get disrespectful, I'll just remove your comment at this point. But yes, I think these are some really interesting topics. Like I said, with the SZA and Cardi thing, you know, if you're gonna hold one accountable for it, definitely hold the other accountable for it as well. But we don't know realistically what everybody's album is gonna sound like. So, you know, when they envision a body of work, Cardi might really have a sequencing where Up and WAP just fits. And it sounds great, similar to what we have with SZA. So, you know, that's my opinion on it. You know, I feel like it's okay. You know, who cares about the numbers at the end of the day? Y'all gonna drag people for their numbers regardless. Y'all gonna use it to uplift and drag another one, or you gonna just drag this one consistently because it's how you feel about it. That's y'all. But yeah, the Nicki Minaj and Saweetie collab, in my mind, I think it sounds like a really dope collab. I just feel like fan bases would not allow it to live. They would either put a competition between them to say Nicki's verse was hot and Saweetie's was horrible or something like that, because that's what I keep seeing. Anytime she collabs, she has the best verse, nobody else's verse was even worthy. And it's like, can people, she's collaborating with them. It ain't like she compete with them or she going against them. They own the song with her. You know, yeah, she might have the best verse in your opinion, but that doesn't mean you have to just talk shit about somebody else's verse. You know what I mean? So I just don't know how I feel about that one. I think it would be dope. I love to hear it because I love Saweetie's music, and I think this fun vibe that Nicki's been on with her tracks, especially since Super Freaky Girl, it would fit. It would be great. But yeah, I just feel like the fans would taint it some kind of way. In my just my opinion, I feel like they would taint it. Music lovers, we would gravitate toward it, but that would be it. But yeah, those are my opinions on that. Let me know your thoughts about it below. Comment, like, subscribe. Until next time.